Hello class, today we're going to go ahead and start section 12.3 on probability. So the probability, in order to figure it out, what you do is you take the number of successful outcomes over the total number of possible outcomes. One thing to notice is that probability of an event occurring is always between 0 and 1, or in other words, it's from 0% to 100%. The closer the probability of an event is to 0, the less likely it is to occur. The closer the probability of an event is to 1, the more likely the event is to occur. So let's just go ahead and start looking at an example after we look at this little joke. I am 101% sure I know more about probability than you. One thing to keep in mind is you can only have something up to 100%. So 1, a bag contains 4 blue marbles, 3 green marbles, and 6 red marbles. Problem A says, suppose you reach into the bag and draw 1 marble. Find the probability that 1 marble was green. Okay, so we want it to be green. Well, I need to know how many marbles total are in the bag. So there's 4 blue, 3 green, and 6 red. So there is a total of 13 marbles. So in order to be green, well, there's 3 green out of a total of 13. So if I take 3 divided by 13, I get 0.231, always round to 3 decimal places. And in this case, that would be 23.1% that you will get a green marble. Question B says, suppose you reach into the bag again and draw 1 marble. Find the probability that 1 marble was not red. So we do not want to be red, so then you would be blue or green. So there's 3 green and 4 blue, so there's 7 not red out of a total of 13. And if you go ahead and divide those out, you get 0.538, or 53.8%. So let's look at example 2. What's the probability of selecting 2 vowels from the word algebra? Well, first of all, I need to figure out, well, how many vowels are there? Remember, your vowels are A, E, I, O, U. And so for A, there is 2 A's, and for E, there is 1. So we want to select 2 vowels. There is a total of 3. So order doesn't matter. So that is a combination, so we will be using a combination. So there's 3 total vowels, and I'm going to be selecting 2 out of it. And then how many total ways can I select 2 letters? Well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 letters in algebra, so it would be 7C, and I am selecting 2 of them. And remember, you can go ahead and do this on your calculator, or you can do it using the formula. Up to you. But when you do, you get 3 over 21 is equal to 1 over 7. And if I divide that out, I get 0.143. Example 3 says, Julie has a collection of 32 albums on her iPad. There are 18 R&B and 14 rap. Okay, as she is leaving for her trip, she randomly chooses 6 albums to make a new playlist. What is the probability that she selects 3 R&B and 3 rap? Well, order doesn't matter. She's just selecting them. So once again, this is going to be a combination. And typically, whenever we see the word and in probability, it's multiplication. So what I need to do is, what's the probability of her getting, or how many ways can she select 3 R&B? Well, there's 18 R&B, and it's a combination because order doesn't matter, and she's choosing 3. And so I multiply. Now she's going to choose 3 rap. Well, there's a total of 14 rap, and she is choosing 3. All over, well, I have to think of my total possibilities. I know there's 32 albums, and she is selecting 6 total. Okay. So I would go ahead and I would figure out, well, what is 18C3? That is 816 times, what is 14C3? 364, all over 32C6. It's 906,192. Then if I go ahead and multiply my numerator, I get 297,024, still over 906,192. And if I actually go ahead and do that division, I get 0.328. So the probability of her selecting 3 rap and 3 R&B is 32.8%. Example 4. A board game is played with tiles with letters on one side. There are 56 tiles with consonants and 42 tiles with vowels. Each player must choose 7 of the tiles at the beginning of the game. What is the probability that the player selects 4 consonants and 3 vowels? So very similar to our R&B problem. Now we are selecting 4 consonants and 3 vowels, so I know there's going to be multiplication. So let's just figure out the number of ways I can do that. Well, to get 4 consonants, well, there's 56 tiles with consonants, and I am selecting, order does not matter, so combination, 4 of them, and, so multiply, 3 vowels. Well, there's 42 tiles with vowels, and I am selecting 3 of them. All over, now I have to do my total. Well, the total number of tiles is 56 plus 42. When I add 56 plus 42, I get 98. So it's 98 total tiles. C, and I am combination, and I am selecting a total of 7 tiles. So we go ahead and you figure out on your calculator, well, what is 56C4? It is 367,290 times 11,480 all over. Now this next one, 98C7. If you put this into your calculator, you might get a bizarre answer. So let's go ahead and look at this together. So I would do 98, if you have a TI 8483, go to Math, over to Probability right here, down to my combination, 3, and hit Enter. 98C7. Okay, this is the answer that I get. Some of you are probably like, what is this E10? What that means is scientific notation, and this number here is the exponent. So it's really times 10 to the 10th. Well, if I have 1.383441315 times 10 to the 10th, I really need to go ahead and move my decimal 10 places to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So what this means is I need to go ahead and add on a 0. So my answer is really 138,344,13150. That is the actual number that it is. So if I go ahead and put that onto my problem, I had 138,344,13150. So on your calculator, go ahead and multiply the numerator, so make sure you put those in parentheses, and then divide by that large number. If you do that, you should get 0.305. Okay. We are going to go ahead and stop the video here for today. We will look at number 5 tomorrow, and then theoretical and experimental probability. Make sure if you have any questions, you go ahead, write them down, and then hop back on and do the video quiz on Schoology. Have a nice day, and I'll see you tomorrow.